Hi guys, Bright Cinemas here. It's been a very long time since I last did a video. Apologies for the really close shot of my ugly mug, but I'm having to use the iPad because my laptop's broken. The camera I've got I can't use because I need to edit on the computer, so I can't connect it. So I've decided to do it on the iPad because I can edit on the iPad. At least then there's no delays, and so I can get a computer sorted next year. A lot has changed. Most of my room's packed because we were due to move house, but obviously thanks to COVID bastard 19, we can't. The building work now starts next week at last, so I can show you as the work comes on what it's like. Hoping it'll be cool, so you'll get to see that. There've been slight alterations. The room below is now a bedroom, not a room for me. We need the room for guests, but we compromised that my shelving will take up two of the walls for my movies, so then that way the attic will be games and where I watch movies and play games, and where my games collection is. Because if I show the movie that way, it's going to be too cluttered, so we kind of compromised there, which is fun. It may change if I'm lucky. So I've got an update today. It is DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, games, a kind of games console. But what I'll do is also, do you think I should put it all on this channel, or do you think I should start a gaming channel as well, or just do it all here? And let me know. If you guys aren't interested in games, then obviously I'll split it out. I'll do the games last, which means you can watch the first section, and if you don't want to watch the second section, you don't have to. It'd be cool if you did though, because I'm sure as to, from what I've seen, some of the people who watched are gamers. So we'll start with DVDs and go from there. Prior to starting that, as you know, I had my mental health issues, anxiety and depression, which I've managed to get partially under control. It never go away. It never will go away. I just learned to deal with it and control it. Unfortunately, I had more bad news after COVID-19. I found out a week ago my mum has Alzheimer's. Quite severe Alzheimer's, I think, because she's getting very confused and there's a lot of things happening which I wasn't expecting so soon. So it's quite distressing and upsetting, but I'm going to carry on with my channel because I need something to concentrate on. I need something to keep my mind occupied. Otherwise, literally, I would go spare. So I'm not going to stop my channel. I'm going to start moving. I know I said I start in August, but I've decided to release this early before my birthday. And my birthday's in July, which is this month. So I'm going to do this. Then it's going to be about 4 or 5 weeks between videos for now. And when I'm in the new house and I've got a laptop, I will try and make them weekly or maybe fortnightly or whatever I can do. So please bear with me. Thank you to everyone who has stayed with my channel. Thank you to everyone who's been in touch. I have been watching your videos. I have been liking videos. I haven't been commenting much because the way that this has been, it's kind of, I wasn't in the right place to do it. So yes, I am back again, but I'm going to pace myself this time. Last time I tried running before I could walk, which is why I come off air again. So if I thought if I do 4 or 5, maybe 6 weeks between videos to begin with, to get myself back into the swing of things, so it's not too much pressure. But try and make a good video when I do it. And I'll do a room tour when I've got a new house and a complete collection. And I'm possibly, hopefully, going to do a Halloween horror night. Unless I'm still packed, in which case that may be delayed. But that will be because there's nothing to show because all boxes. I can't go, this box is horror. It's not quite the same. Right, we'll do DVDs. Okay, I'm trying to think where to start now. Okay, I've got back into the old Doctor Who's in a big way. I'm really enjoying them. I have Attack of the Cybermen. This is a Colin Baker one. I really enjoyed that one. Pyramids of Mars, bit corny but still fun. Destiny of the Daleks, very campy but still fun. Apart from Davros's mask, there's something wrong with it. Visitation, that's actually quite good. Great one, Earthshock. When they first aired it, they hid the fact it was Cybermen, and it was a surprise. 5 Doctors, a really good one as well. Death to the Daleks, so corny, it's still fun. Nightmare of Eden, that's quite good. The Green Death, that one was good as well. Moonbase, you can definitely tell it was made in the 60s because some of the sound effects, some of the effects are just so corny. They had to fit it in with missing episodes with cartoons because they had the sound but no video. But they did a really good job. Yeah, it worked really well. They kind of got as close to the sort of original style as they could. Mind Robber, I've yet to watch that one, but I've heard it's good. Time Lash, not too bad, not too bad. Hand of Fear is a good one, that's a good one as well. Another good one, Ghostlight. Remembrance of the Daleks, that's an enjoyable one as well. One of the best Doctor Who's ever made, Genesis of the Daleks, absolutely phenomenal. I'd yet to watch it again, so I'm putting them down there because I've yet to watch them. 10th Planet, never seen it, so I thought I'd have a look. This is one of the originals with William Hartnell. Looks very good. Probably not very good, but you know. Curse of Fenric, another good one. And I have this one, which is Resurrection of the Daleks in a collector's sort of Doctor Who style case there. So basically it's that one. Another good one with Davros looking proper. I have the 11 disc set of The World of War, one of the greatest World War II documentaries ever made. I think it's Laurence Olivier doing the voice. Is it Laurence Olivier? I can't remember now. I think it is. Doesn't say, but I'm sure it is. Laurence Olivier. I was right. It's 11. It's an 11 disc. I think it's 11 disc set. Phenomenal. It starts from the beginning of the war, when Hitler took power and what he did, and how he did it, and all the way through to the end of the war. It's quite traumatic to see in places because there's a lot of the prison camps and the horrors from that. And it's an amazing documentary. It's it makes you realise what people went through. Then I have Scooby-Doo. This is series 1 and 2, the complete Scooby-Doo Where Are You? Bought from my wife at the chat shop for a quid. Most of this was before lockdown. Then I have volumes 1 and 2 of Tom and Jerry. Then 3 and 4. And 5 and 6. These are all from charity shop, £10 each. Now, these are this is before they went all namby-pamby and they're not allowed to hit each other and stuff like this. The proper Tom and Jerry's. A series called Chiller, which is 5 creepy stories. It's 18 rated. This is from a TV series, but it's a company called Network. They've got a website. I can't remember that name, but I'll put the link below for the website. They do some really cool stuff. They come out quite quickly. I've got a few things from Network, but I'll put a link to their web address in there because they are a great company. Antimatter, don't know what it's like. It looks quite corny, but I ordered some films and it was just to pad it out to over 20 quid because it was like, this is 49p. But had I not spent 49p, I'd have had to have spent a lot more on postage, so it makes sense just to pick this to sort of pad it out. Blood Beach, this is a Spanish import. I think it's a VHS rip. It's not amazing, but it's better than the one I had. I had a rip-off line from a VHS, but it was really blippy and horrible. And this one's it's very grainy. It's quite grainy, not the best quality, but it's better than I had. So it's an improvement what I had, and it's it's quite good. You can see it says it's a Blood Beach there. Very sort of good film, very sort of retro sort of style horror. Then we have the complete series of Benidorm's 10 seasons plus the special. I'm not sure if there's 1 or 2. I think there's only 1 special. There's the Christmas special. 3,046 minutes. Great British series. Good fun. If you need cheering up, definitely worth watching with Mateo and the Garveys, or the Gravies as they kept being called. It's a very small set. Okay, I'll do an unboxing of this somewhere if you want. It's a cool little set. I really liked it. Then I have the complete LOLO, series 1 to 9. Haven't watched them in years, but I did enjoy them back in the day. Especially with the policeman who thought he could speak sort of his French English was terrible. Heidi High, another great series, season 1 to 9. Must watch these somewhere. I remember watching them every Saturday. I think it was Saturday night. It may have been Sundays, but I know Last of Summer Wine used to be on Sundays, and I hated it because it reminded me it was time when I was a kid. Last of Summer Wine's on. When this finishes, time for bed and school tomorrow. So it was always associated with school. The Goldbergs, season 1 and 2, and 3 and 4. Great series, really funny, really enjoyable. I wasn't sure at first, and I sort of gave it a chance, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, then we have Blu-rays. Apologies if I've shown some of these already. I can't remember what I haven't shown. I got some just for Christmas. The Amazing Mr. Blunden. It's the collector's set. I'm not sure who it's released by. Unfortunately, it said on the slip. or whoever that is. There, I don't know. Even with the glasses, my eyesight's bloody terrible lately. I have Amazing Mr. Blunden there. That's the original artwork of the VHS. The reason I know that is because my dad's got the original VHS, and that was it there. There was also an original DVD as well. You have a little booklet, sort of all about the making of the film. It's like a classic Christmas film to an extent. Then you have a poster of the new artwork. It's cool. It was one of my favourite films as a kid. I really enjoyed it. It was a bit creepy. And then we have a copy of The Ghosts, which is the book it's based on. So it's actually, you actually get the book with it, which is really neat. I got it ridiculously cheap. I got it for like $12.99, and it was like 20 something quid because the HMV in town near me unfortunately was closing, and they'd done like 20-25% off or something silly. So I may be wrong on the part, I don't know, but I got it cheap. I got like 5 or 6 quid cheaper than it should have been. In fact, I bought 2 because I bought one for my dad because he loves this film, and so really chuffed with that. Okay, then we have Inferno, which is a Dario Argento film. Not seen it yet. I'm going to watch it very soon. It looks quite cool. Just trying to sort of work my work. Unfortunately, I haven't got a setup for actually displaying stuff. The Scorpion, the complete collection of female prisoner Scorpion, which is kind of sexploitation films, I suppose. At no point. We have 701, Jailhouse 41. Grudge's Song and Beast Stable. I've not yet watched them, but I've heard they're quite intense. They're quite they're like I'm not sure if they're Chinese or Japanese, but it doesn't say really. But a Japanese version of Grindhouse, which apparently they're not for the faint-hearted, but they look really cool, and they were very hard to get. I have Eraser. This is, I think it's Spanish, Italian, so it's an Italian edition. It's uncut. I've watched it, and it's definitely uncut. It's like 10 minutes longer than the one I had on DVD, so chuffed with that. One I bought for my wife, Buster, about the great train robbers who robbed the Royal Mail train of lots of money. Really good, actually. I've never seen it before, and I watched it with my wife, and I really enjoyed it. The Hidden, classic sci-fi. Untamed, which is a horror. Looks interesting, thought I'd have a look. Hotel Mumbai, which is still factory sealed. So I watched it on Netflix, really enjoyed it. So I bought it, and I got it quite cheap. It is quite a disturbing film. It's quite harrowing because it's following a terrorist attack in a hotel in Mumbai. And all I've determined from it is the terrorists were scumbags and should have been killed a lot sooner. Because they've done some horrible things to people. I mean, they literally, makes you sick that people like this exist. But a phenomenal film, but very, very distressing. So if you do watch this film, be aware. It is very sort of traumatic to watch. Amazing to watch, but traumatic because you realise how lucky you are if your last, when you see what so many people went through and what happened to them and how they were treated for no good reason at all. But no, phenomenal film. So I'm just trying to sort of work my way around. Alice in Wonderland. A lot of these are rebuys because when I had my depression, I got rid of a lot of my films. I didn't want to. I just felt I had to. I felt it messes with your brain. I got rid of stuff and I felt bad about getting rid of it, so then used my vouchers to buy other things and then got rid of that. I've now got past that, so I'm now collecting, not disposing, but I'm being careful of what I'm not collecting any old crap. There's probably some stuff people will say, well, that's crap, but that's your opinion. If it's not a great film, but I picked up, I've not paid much for it. I paid a matter of pence or a quid. I paid more for stuff I know I'm gonna like, but stuff like cheap, I'll give it a go. But I won't. Whereas before, I was paying full price for stuff without knowing much about it. So I'm being a lot more careful now. So I may not look it, but I am. Alice with Looking Glass IDs were like, I paid that a quid for the pair of those, I think. Limehouse Golem, I quite enjoyed that one. First Man, yet to watch. Didn't get the 4K, but I got it cheap. So if I like it, I'll get the 4K. Paganini Horror. The trailers look quite corny, But I'm going for a full 88 films and a full hour collection, so that's why I've got this one, because I'm trying to sort of get a full collection of them. Then I have Searching. This was £1.49. He's obviously hunting his daughter, I think it is. And the trailer looked really good, so I thought I'd have a look. Akira, absolute classic anime. This one's still sealed. School of Rock, Spanish edition. Oxfam Charity had it for like £2, factory sealed. So because it was not English, they sold it cheap, but it plays fine. It's I checked and I'll play it on my machine. So my wife loves this film, so I've got it for her. Spirited Away, unfortunately the Away is missing because CX have got these stickers now, and these ones don't come off as easy as the old ones did, so I'm pretty pissed off about that. Garden of Words, another anime, just looks phenomenal, so I thought I'd have a look. The Troll Collection, Troll 1 and 2. I had the special edition, but I got rid of it and regretted it instantly, so I've got this. Because I love the first Troll. Second Troll is bloody terrible, but I love the first Troll, so I got it quite cheap. With Baskin, which is a Turkish uncut, uncensored film for the first time, so it looks quite disturbing, for whatever. But again, it's I just got it because it looked cool. I don't know who's released it. I don't know, as I say, it's not a film like that, but it looked interesting. 80s Screen Queens, which is a 2-disc set of films. Nightmare Sisters, Murder Weapon, and Deadly Embrace. Looks quite cool. Electric Dreams, another 80s classic. Nightmares, 101 Films Horror, which looks interesting. Another one from Network, Weekend at Bernie's, that was cool. Then Hawk the Slayer. Crimes of Passion, which looks very cool. And Stormy Mondays. As I said, those two are Arrow releases, so I'm going for a full Arrow collection. Cat in the Brain. This is a not sure who released this one. Lucio Fulci. Looks very good, so it's probably going to be very gory. He was very famous for that. Blade in the Dark. Two Evil Eyes, which is Dario Argento and Jorge Romero. So different stories. I think it's 2-3 different stories, but there's also a story running between them, which I really enjoyed it. 21 Bridges. This was really good. I really enjoyed that film. It's just, I don't think UK got a 4K release. I wish we had, because I really enjoyed that film. I do have 2 films on the way, but they didn't get here in time for this video. I have Tron Classic and Tron Legacy. I don't know, to me they should be the other way around on the cover, but that one's phenomenal. That one's good as well, but I love the original. Then we have Conan the Barbarian remake, which I got for £1. My dad liked it, so I thought I'd have a look, give it a go, give it a try. To have the Conan films. Then I have the original Conan the Barbarian, which I love. And then Conan the Destroyer. Laputa, Castle in the Sky, another Studio Ghibli amazing animation. And then we have Dream Demon, Arrow release. This is the film I kept emailing and saying, you've got to release this film, you've got to release this film. And finally they released it. I won't show inside because I haven't got much space on my iPad. I want to make sure this video is done. I'll do an unboxing of this soon, but it is a weird film, but it is great fun. And they did a really good transfer. Okay, now we're on to 4Ks. We have let's have a look. Casino Royale on 4K. Quantum of Solace on 4K. Skyfall and Spectre. They look phenomenal on the 4K, I have to admit. I was really impressed. I have Beauty and the Beast Steelbook, but that's the 4K edition. I bought my wife because she loves that film. Doctor Sleep, which I actually really enjoyed. I thought it was very good, sort of going back to The Shining and The Overlook Hotel. Knives Out, again, I love this film. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. Really enjoyable. So lots of twists and turns. I know it's a murder mystery and you'll know who done it, but it was just that enjoyable. Even knowing who did it, I'd still watch it again. Bad Boys for Life, great action film. This one's great. This is the Cornetto trilogy in 4K. The transfers are good, very good. Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz and World's End, you get the Golden Mile map of the pubs, and you get a coaster from each pub. Shall I quickly show you? Yeah, so you get the World's End, the Crown, which I think is in Hot Fuzz, and then the Winchester from Shaun of the Dead. You then get a mini poster of each film with a screenshot on the back from each film, and then you get this, which is the come on, the map of the route of Newton Haven. It's the old it's the pub crawl during an alien invasion. I love these films. I was so chuffed to have this for 4K, and I got it ridiculously cheap. I think it's only 50 quid. I paid 35 for it in the sale, so really chuffed. Then we have Midway in 4K, great film. Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, not bad, but I kind of was hoping for more, but it was better than The Last Jedi. Fast and Furious 4K collection, all 8 films. I bought this. I got rid of the other stuff, traded and got some other titles because number 5 was never released in the UK that I can see. I can't see it anywhere in 4K. All the others were, so they just went, "Oh, we won't bring out 5. We just bring out the box set, and then you have to buy the box set to get 5 or import it." But this was in sale. It was $39.99, something, or $49.99. It was under 50 quid. It's normally 80-90 quid, so really chuffed. I'm really sorry about the quality. It looks really grainy on my screen. I'm hoping it comes through better, but I will get something sorted for next year. Zombieland Double Tap, Equalizer in 4K, phenomenal film. Equalizer 2 in 4K, unfortunately missing the slipcover, but hey ho. Frozen 2 for my wife. Actually quite enjoyed. I preferred the first one, but the second one was still quite good. Terminator Dark Fate, which I actually liked. Aladdin remake, quite enjoyable, but he is no Robin Williams, but he is still quite good. Le Mans 66, really enjoyed that. Watched that day before yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great film, great racing in it and stuff like that, and it was just great. Lion King, I enjoyed it. I thought it looked brilliant. Rocket Man, enjoyable. Not as good as the one on Freddie Mercury, but still very good. Black Hawk Down, love that film. Let me have Gemini Man, watched last night. I thought it was good. People hated it, but I really liked it. I thought the action scenes were well done, and I thought it sort of carried on really well. Matrix Trilogy in 4K, they look phenomenal. And the last 4K is Jaws. This is the Jaws 4K, which is basically that with Jaws and Jaws on Blu-ray, and then a booklet with about the making of and stuff like that. It's quite interesting. You've got, unfortunately didn't get like a poster or something like that, but that's really cool. The front, and obviously the lady on the back. But unfortunately didn't get any form of poster or bits and pieces with it. Right, now next is my PS4. I got a lot. This is again months of collecting. So I have Doom Eternal, which looks phenomenal. I've yet to play it properly. Tempest 4000 has the music from Tempest 2000, which is on the PS1, and I think it was available on the Saturn, and obviously originally on the Jaguar. Medieval Remake, yet to play it. I've had it for about 2 months and not played it yet. Man of Medan, which is really good, a kind of like a horror story. There's a new one coming out soon because I've pre-ordered because it's only $24.99. Looks really cool, very creepy, quite a few jump scares. Sonic Mania, this is awesome. Comes with a style Mega Drive case and a book, so that's cool. I'll keep an eye on this message. Shut off. I'll be really annoyed if it does. Jedi: The Fallen Order, yet to play it, but I've heard good things. So far behind on games at the moment. Moss VR game. I bought this because I played the demo, and the demo was brilliant. So very interactive and enjoyable. American Dream. This is where you use guns for everything. It is funny as hell. There's a bit where you do a bedroom scene. You have to pump your shotgun up like this. So if your wife walks in and you're there with your VR doing this, she wonders what the bloody hell you're doing. But if you haven't played it, play this. It is so funny. It's stupid. If you film yourself playing it, you'll be very entertaining for people. I'll give you that now. God of 3 Remastered. Devil May Cry 5, which looks phenomenal. Resident Evil 2, which is brilliant. Been playing that. Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled. Yet to play with my wife. The game. Resident Evil 2, but I have been playing this one, and this one is, apart from the Nemesis creature, who's just a bastard. Because literally I had my arse handed to me repeatedly for ages until I could beat him. He took so long to beat. But it's a great game. Flashback, Classics, Atari. It contains 50 Atari games. Really good. It brings back lots of memories. This one contains 50 games as well. And apparently Volume 3 is out soon, so I'm going to buy that. Astrobot got cheap in John Lewis a couple of weeks ago when I ventured out for the first time until I got too busy when I left. Got it for $9.95, brand new. So another VR game. The demo I played was brilliant. Then this, which is Pac-Man, new edition. Then you got Pac-Man original. Sorry there, Gallagher and Dig Dug. Really good, but actually a lot harder than I remember. Then Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, which is kind of like a Castlevania style game. Really enjoyable. Mortal Kombat XL, if you love violence, this is for you because it's just gore. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, quite enjoyable. And the graphic looks brilliant. You play with lots of characters: Iron Man, Hulk, characters from Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Thanos. There's loads of characters. It's really cool. It's the cartoon editions. Soul Calibur 6, that looks phenomenal. Then obviously, as you know, I have a Switch. So I have 2 Point Hospital, which is very similar to Theme Hospital. It's available on the PS4 as well. I think it's on the Xbox One. But it's really good fun. It's just like you have to run a hospital and sort of maintain it, manage the staff. And you have illnesses, like people who think they're Freddie Mercury, or someone who's got a pot on his head, or someone's just got his head's become a light bulb. And it's just great fun. Ultra Street Fighter 2, really good. There's the original and it has an upgraded version where they've pumped up the graphics. It's almost like anime style and they look brilliant. I've only played it on the handheld so far, so I'm going to play it on the big TV somewhere. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, brilliant fun on 2-player. Luigi's Mansion 3, really enjoy that. Must get the first 2. And Zelda Breath of the Wild, I've not played at all. I'm waiting till we move house, and that's going to be one of my things I'm going to do when we move house, is start playing that. I got myself some stuff to look forward to at the new house as well as the new house. Here we have PS2 and Xbox. We have Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. Soldier of Fortune 2 Double Helix. All these apart from one are complete. Harvest Moon A Wonderful Life. Urban Chaos, which is like a first person riot game. Shadow the Hedgehog, which I've heard is terrible, but I got it for 50p. I'm going for a PS2 collection as well. SWAT Global Strike Team. Wipeout Fusion, missing the manual. Jackson Daxter, Platinum Edition, all there, unlike me. First to Fight, which looks like a sort of a first person shooter, so I'll have a look. Then we have some DS, I need 2. Geometry Wars Galaxies. Hotel Giant. Then we have Road Avenger on the Mega CD. I got this because I'm planning on getting a Mega CD and a Mega Drive next year, and this I don't see very often, so I nabbed it for £5. Then we have some cartridge games. Master System Thunderblade, again, as a console I've yet to buy, but when I see them cheap I nab them. Speedball. Super Hang-On the Mega Drive. And I have some SNES games. I have an unboxed Starwing and an unboxed Bubsy. The reason I buy them unboxed is because I found this chap online. I'll put the link for him as well below. He makes boxes. I had an unboxed Street Fighter 2 and this is what he makes. He makes it like that, and you get a inner as well. So I think it's called Dangerous Games, and they're on Etsy. It was $7.95 plus postage. And it just sounds a lot, but buying this, it's not quite sticking properly. So yeah, it's not his work. I've not folded the edge properly. Now I've done it, so it's gone flat now. Basically, I need to fold it and squeeze the edges to make it nice and firm. He does these, so if I buy the unboxed one and buy his box, it works out a lot cheaper than buying a box one. Also, it's in brilliant condition, it's brand new condition. Whereas if I buy a box from CX, 9 out of 10, it looks like it's been run over by a car, and they class it as boxed. Or it's just tatty and the cartridge is all loose inside it because that'll do it. It's boxed. So yeah, an unboxed one like this was £5. and if I buy it off him, it'll be £12.50 with a box. When I buy it from them, it's 25 quid with a box or something like that. So it's no brainer. It works out a lot cheaper. Then we have our console. It's kind of console. I bought this for my wife, which is Frogger. Fortunately, it's got a sound fault. If it works. So there you go, Frogger. It's got a sound fault. Every so often the sound doesn't work, but so far it works. So I bought it for my wife because she loved it as a kid. So as a present for her, I got it cheap because it had a sound fault. So I'm going to try and fix that somewhere. Then we have Commodore 64 and Spectrum, and then that's it. I have Ghostbusters 2 on the Spectrum, 128 in colour. I'm going for quite a few consoles over the next few months. Hopefully, let me know if you recognise any of these. I'm sure you might do. I have Transformers on the Commodore 64. Ghostbusters on the Commodore 64 was obviously all you ever got was that. You didn't get cassette, so I was really chuffed with that. The Way of the Tiger Avenger. This is the Way of the Tiger 2. You can see that there. Again, these are all cassette. I have Bruce Lee on the Spectrum. I loved that on the Spectrum. I played it all the time. One I bought for my wife on the Commodore 64, Excalibur. We have Rambo on the Spectrum. Frogger Clone Leapfrog. And then we have Ghostbusters on the Spectrum. Then we have Daley Thompson's Decathlon. Adventure A, Planet of Death. Horace Goes Skiing. Now we have two games that we have copyright game, the Gobbler Ghost, which is actually Pac-Man, but they call it that to avoid having to. The Gobbler Ghost sounds like giving a blowjob to a ghost. We have the game here, which if this was released nowadays, there'd be uproar. Mr. Wong's Loopy Laundry, and the character's yellow in the game, so it's just like, oh god. So I nabbed it knowing for a while. In a few years, that'll probably be not allowed. But yeah. Things have changed so much. Night Force, which is on the Spectrum, which looks quite cool for a Spectrum game. Spectrum 128. Target Renegade, which is a cool little side-scrolling fighting game, kind of like Streets of Rage. Movie, which is like an adventure game. You walk around. I played that all the time. Empire Strikes Back, which is really cool. It's an Amstrad game, so I'll never buy the console for it, but I just like the artwork on them. And Star Wars as well, that looks quite cool. Then we have Paperboy on the Spectrum. We have Operation Thunderbolt, which I think is the follow-up to Operation Wolf, like a first-person shooter style, sort of, but it's a rail shooter. And we have Narc on the Commodore 64. And then we have the last one is Castle Master on the Spectrum, which is basically like an adventure game. But this, you got a bit more. You got your cassette, you got an anti-piracy thing, and then you got a booklet on it. It's basically just like there's a story in it, a story, then instructions and so you got a lot. You got like a story behind the game, and you got so much more in it. That is it. That is everything. I also have that, which is for my PS4 for the Street Fighter games. I'm building an arcade station at the new house. That's cool. I'll do an unboxing of that later because it's still sealed. It only turned up yesterday. That is all. I'm sure I've missed titles. I'm sure I probably should have titles I've already had. Anyway, I'm going to go back to work because I'm working from home. This is my lunch break. So I hope you're all staying safe, taking care. Thank you for watching. I will keep watching your channel. Please bear with me as my channel comes back to normal and I get rid of this. And I'll get a better angle because I have to have this on the table because I don't have a holder to hold it up any higher. So thank you for bearing with me. Anyways, good to be back. Would say good to see, but I can't see, but maybe I can. I don't know. Take care. Keep watching your movies. Keep playing your games. Be safe. See you soon. Bye-bye.